Welcome back to the CryptoZX channel, XRP holders. Thank you. I appreciate all of your support, and I've been getting excellent comments from you guys. Keep up the good work, and you guys know that I'll keep releasing these updates. This is an incredible moment for the cryptocurrency industry. Right now, we're witnessing double-digit gains for numerous coins. It naturally generates a lot of enthusiasm, and at the moment, excitement is evident everywhere. Particularly when you consider Bitcoin in the manner things are moving along, and it's clearly clear why there's so much excitement at the moment. Hopefully, you are aware of Bitcoin and its momentum. Naturally, there are a lot of high hopes for the second half of the year, but for now, we must take things one step at a time. Guys, if you're considering XRP going back up to $2.27, it's incredible to observe that the 24-hour trade volume is getting close to $4 billion, and that the Bitcoin comparable valuation is up 1.6% to 134.3%. Before we continue, though, let me just quickly clarify that nothing on this channel is financial advice. Always conduct your own research and do diligence before making a cryptocurrency investment. About a day ago, I asked the community members, and so far 1,000 votes have been received. Therefore, be sure to click the red subscribe box if you wish to participate in these surveys, and click the bell icon next to it to receive notifications each time I conduct one of these surveys. What do you guys think the price of XRP will be by the end of 2025? Therefore, we are only discussing this year and not 2026 or 5 years from now. As I mentioned before, out of 1,000 voters, roughly 21% believe that $2 to $3 is where we are at the moment. 42% of respondents predict that XRP will hit double digits. 23% believe that it will be between $4 and $6, and roughly 13% believe that it will be between $7 and $9. Tell me in the comments section below. I would like to hear that from you all. At the end of the year, where do you believe the price of XRP will be? That would be wonderful to know, but let's go on. Thus, naturally, on July 9th, 2025, the Senate Banking Committee will hold a hearing on the structure of the cryptocurrency industry. Additionally, Brad Garlinghouse will testify at the upcoming full committee hearing on the crypto market structure bill on Wednesday. This is obviously a big signal right in front of us. They want to include these prominent CEOs and founders who have been building, not just in the last 3 or 5 years, but from the start, and have a genuine interest in seeing what's happening and perhaps lending their knowledge. Perhaps that is the main idea behind this. Brad Garlinghouse will testify before the entire committee, though, and that is something we shouldn't take lightly. However, notice how the global M2 money supply has once again reached a record high of $55.4 trillion. Will Bitcoin come next? Bitcoin has been pursuing this. If you're watching Bitcoin right now, it's about to break through the resistance that has held it back since the year's beginning. If it manages to break out, it essentially gives us the opportunity to retest 110, bringing us closer to the all-time highs that we simply set for ourselves in May. As far as the M2 supply and the Bitcoin positive connection that hasn't been disproved are concerned, everything is going well. It remains completely intact. Now just have a look at David Schwartz's prediction about XRP's future. Institutional adoption and significant inflows of capital are expected to occur next year. Real-world issues like payments, aside from loans, savings, checking and retirement accounts, as well as the widespread adoption of the XRP ledger, will be resolved by DeFi within the next 3 to 5 years, and we're already beginning to observe it taking place. And it's happening really quickly. Many things happened in a short period of time, particularly the way they applied for a banking license, which was a major factor in the whole change we're witnessing. However, many of the things that have been suggested in the past are beginning to come to light, and this sort of helps us to better grasp how this landscape is changing and what it might look like as we clearly go into the future. However, have a look at this and give the smoke guys a shout out. I believe you are all missing out if you haven't followed Smoke on Twitter. All of you wish to follow him. You may see and understand how FedNow and Finstra give Ripple indirect access to Fed master accounts. Naturally, we are aware that they already have the files for this, but take a look at this. Thanks to Fed systems like FedWire and FedNow, the Federal Reserve master account offers immediate access to settlement payments in central bank currency. These accounts are very difficult to get, only available through licensed banking institutions and closely monitored by regulators. Fintechs. Like as Ripple applied for direct access because they are not eligible for it. However, by collaborating with Finstra, one of the biggest core banking technology suppliers integrated with the FedNow service, Ripple obtains indirect access. The liquidity management tool, a FedNow feature that allows private sectors and instant payment services like Ripple to route transactions through tech providers like Finstra and settle in central bank funds via participating banks that handle master accounts, is the crucial element in this case. FedNow's ISO 2022 native status enables interoperability between compliant real-time banking flows and Ripple's XRP-based payment flows. Ripple's indirect connection to the U.S. central banking system is made possible by the liquidity management tool. Without direct access to a master account, Ripple's services are a part of the settlement process using central bank reserves thanks to Finstra's FedNow interface. However, they have publicly stated that, they have also applied for this, which is shocking many people. Great site, but if you're at the Bitcoin domination, it's pulling down right now. When we wake up in